Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to deploy the step 3 and step 4. So before we get started, so here you can see the progress of the previous video where we have completed till step 2, like we have deployed it by giving a command pulling me up. And here you can see the services are getting deployed here in AWS. Here you can see our stack is getting deployed and it is getting created. Let's wait for some more time. Once all the required resources has been deployed, then we can go for the step 3 and step 4. Here also you can see the progress of it under the activity of dev. Here you can see it is been running, and here you can see what all the resources are getting created. So these many resources has been created, and at the last ECS service is getting created. So once this is done, we can go with the step 3, that is creating a MongoDB Atlas database. Yeah, now here you can see it has been completed and it has been created 9 and 12 is unchanged. Let me go to the PUDUCHERRY, and here you see the app URL as well as how many resources has been created. I'm just copying this URL and I'm going to the Chrome. So our application has been running successfully. Here you can see our application, but now when I try to add anything, it because we haven't deployed a database so that it can't able to store any of the values. So now we can go with the step 3, that is to create a MongoDB Atlas database. And here you can see according to this code, it will create a pre-try cluster in US Mesh 2 as we are using the region as US East 1. So make sure you are updating the region as well. So this particular code you need to put before the ECR report declaration in the main Python file. So I'm just copying it and I'm going to the putty. So I'm giving ls to see the file and I'm going to the main Python file and I'm giving I. As I said, you need to add before the ECR repo. So here is where our ECR repo is getting started. So I'm just pasting it. So here, as I said, you need to update the MongoDB cluster region name US West 2 to US East 1. So as I am using US East 1, so if you are using US West 2, you can keep it as. Saving this file. So once it has been saved, you need to give the organization DB user and the password. So organization ID where you can get it from the MongoDB cluster. So here you can go for it and in the settings, if you click on organization, you will get this organization ID. So you need to put the organization ID and the username and password that is self-selected. So once those values are entered, you can pull me up so that our MongoDB cluster it can be deployed. So I'm going to the putty to run the pull me up command. Again, it will be validating it and what are all the resources that needs to be created that will be listing it down here. So as we can see, it will be creating Mongo cluster, ACL, project and those things. So I'm just giving yes. So it is getting failed. Why? Because it seems the API key which I pass, it seems to be not there. So I'm just going to create a new API key under Access Manager. You can create an API key under Access Manager. You can click on API keys and you can create API keys. You can give a name for it and also make sure that is having the required permission and organization project creator role. And once that is done, you will be getting public key and private key. So I have fetched it and I am doing this and I am again giving pulling me up. So now it will get authorized well and good. Will again validate and it will list down these are the resources it will be getting created. Now I am giving yes. Now it will be getting created. Now here you can see it is getting created. The MongoDB project and the clusters, respective clusters, it will be getting created in the region US East to 1. Now let's go to the Pulumi console to see the activity. Here you can see that it has been deployed and it is created. And in the timeline also you can see the progress of it. So project and ACL has been created. Now the cluster is being getting created. So once that is being done, we can pass the database URL into our Fargate code and post that we can able to add the data in the Pulumi application. Let's wait for some couple of minutes so that it can get it created successfully. And in the MongoDB here, you can also click on projects. Here you can see only one project and one deployment is being there. And if I click on project name, you can go into the data service, app service, and charts. So under data service, you can see the MongoDB cluster. You can click on that. So here you can see the database URL. That is the MongoDB cluster name and followed by that uh, MongoDB.net. So that will be a database URL. Let's wait for some time to get it fully provisioned. can see from the putty as well, it will take some 2 to 3 minutes to get it fully provisioned. Here you can see the MongoDB cluster. So it's been almost 175 seconds. So MongoDB as well, it is being created. Now our MongoDB has been provisioned. Now I'm just going to add the database URL in my Fargate. So here already our Fargate code is being there in the main Python file. I just need to add the specific block alone with the database URL. So I'm going to the MongoDB and I'm just copying this. I'm going to my putty and I'm just going to edit by going to my Fargate service code. So here is where and below to the backend container, just giving enter and I'm going to paste it. So the environment and this is the MongoDB cluster URL and this is going to be an output format. Same as like that. I'm going to save it. There you can see it. As per this, we have added. Now we can run pull me up so that it will update our stack. I'm giving pull me up. Here you can see the modification in file and it is going to update as well as replace. So I'm giving yes so that our stack will be getting updated. So here you can see it's creating the replacement, replacing and it is getting updated. Now let's wait for some time and we can see the progress in our Pulumi console. I'm going to here in the activity. Here you can see the latest one and here you can see the progress and in the timeline as well. Here you can see it is getting updated. It will take almost like 2 to 3 minutes. Post that with the endpoint, we can able to add, delete or check of items. Why? Because now the application is connected to our newly created Atlas database so that we can able to easily do all kind of things. And you can see the progress in your AWS console as well by clicking on ECS. Here you can see it's been 2 running tasks. And here you can see try the grocery service. So that is where it is been running. It is getting replaced, right? So as you can see, our deployment has been completed, and also we can able to add or modify our application as well. So once you are done, you are completed this challenge successfully. And also, as we have deployed multiple resources, right, we can also delete this all these resources in a single command. How we can do that? We can give pulumi destroy -rf -remove, or otherwise you can go to your pulumi console and you can go to settings, and here you can able to see how to delete the stack resources and how to delete the stack. So I'm just going to delete my stack resources for now. I'm going to my console and I'm deleting this pulumi destroy -s. So here you can see these are all the resources will be getting deleted. I'm giving yes. So it will take some 2 to 3 minutes to delete all the provisioned resources which was used for this specific challenge. Wait for some couple of minutes. It will be deleting all the resources. Again, go to our Pulumi console. We can see the progress or the timeline. As you can see, our resources are still getting deleted. And once that is done, we will be giving to delete our stack as well. So once that is done, you are good to, means you will not be having any resources which should be getting built for that. So yeah, we have successfully completed this challenge. Thank you for watching this video.